Hey guys, this is just like a little video to show you this new PC build I did. It's just a simple, cheap PC, pretty much the cheapest you can get at the moment. So what we've got is an Aerocool split RGB case, only $49 Australian, which is just incredibly cheap it seems. And what we've got here is we've got the Intel Core i3-10105F 10th gen CPU. We've got 16 gig of DDR4 RAM, and we're using the Gigabyte B560M H motherboard, and we're using some bits and pieces I had off an old build that had some issues, and so I've replaced a few things. So we've got the existing Silverstone 400 watt power supply. We've got a GTX 1650 Super in there as the graphics card, and we've got some SSDs that I've recycled from the previous build as well. So have a look at this case. For $49, it's pretty crazy good. So it's got a tempered glass panel, which is nice, solid glass, and we've got this quite nice setup on the front with a nice subtle light there. You've got all your controls up here, LED, USB 3, audio, etc. One of the things I think is a bit silly, but just gonna have to get used to it, is the LED change light is right next to the reset switch. So be careful with your fingers there, but shouldn't be too hard to get used to. Pressing that, what you do is you can change the pattern on this LED here, and it changes with the built-in LED, RGB LED on this 120mm fan on the back here. The other light's coming there from the RAM, a little bit from the motherboard. But it was pretty easy build. I'll take off the panel and we'll have a look inside. The panel's all secured by these thumb screws. Nice touch, and they've got a rubberized mount on them as well to protect the glass. And then on the back, for the back panel, you've got another thumb screw here just to take off this other side panel here. Pop that off. So assembly of this case was not too bad. It's a pretty basic case, but it's got some pretty good, nice features on it, especially for the money. I can't believe it. So we've got our Gigabyte motherboard in there, which is all pretty nice. It's got the LED audio traces on there, glowing. The RAM there, looks pretty nice. It's just glowing there. The Intel CPU have now gone with a full black CPU fan, which I think is a bit of an improvement on the previous silver model. Nice touch, considering it's just a stock standard fan. Works pretty well. GPU fits in there nicely. There's only two DDR slots there for RAM, but I figured that's going to be fine really. You got 16 gig in there. If I ever want to go to 32, I'm just going to get two 16s in there and sell those 8 gigs anyway. So that sort of seemed to find compromise. And basically all of this equipment was, about the cheapest you could get, and it was available in stock and sort of, shipped the next day. We've got a bit of routing possibilities here, so I've managed to put some of these cables up behind the case, behind the main side panel there, so to sort of route it around a little bit. You got the SSDs mounted to the back plane there, which is all part of it. I don't know if you can see that. We've got one SSD and then another one mounted below. Just because of the way I've actually got 3 SSDs in here. It's a little bit messy in here, but the overall effect is pretty good. Looks decent enough for me. So really, I think this is a really nice case for anyone's after bargain PC build. Just want it to work and look okay. You got the LED functions here. They are just run through 13 panels, presets here. They're not controllable by the motherboard, but I think you could probably hack it so it can, but I haven't looked into that yet. But really, it gives you some really nice, all the effects you'd probably want to have anyway are on here. You can just go through and choose it, and then it remembers what function you're on through power cycles anyway. So you can just basically set it and leave it how you like it. Change it when you feel like it. So you get some nice patterns there. Just a couple other quick features on this motherboard. This motherboard's got 2 M2 slots, so there's an M2 drive slot in there, and there's one underneath there as well. You've got a couple of RGB LED controllers on there as well. It's got 6 gigabit SATA controllers over here, and gigabit Ethernet and all the rest, the usual audio stuff. In this case, you can actually fit like a DVD burner in there. I don't know how that would work. No, maybe just for a drive. Like you can put a 3.5 inch hard drive. You can put them in either up there, or you can put them in down here as well. So yeah, just a couple of extra features just to talk about there. While this case is probably not, something that a power user or a overclocker is going to be going for straight away, I think it's got reasonably good airflow. So you've got these vents that run down the side here, which are like straight through and allow air to be pulled in on the sides when you've got your glass panel across here. And you've got one 120mm case fan here. But really, when you think, you've got your CPU fan on here, you've got twin GPU fans, you've got your power supply fan. I don't think I'm going to need any more fans in this for what I do with it. But yeah, that's what it's got. And yeah, that's it. So that is the Aerocool split RGB flow mid tower. With the Gigabyte B560M H motherboard, 16 gig of XPG RAM, and that's got the Intel i3 CPU in there. Thanks guys, I hope you found that interesting, and yeah, put any questions in the comments below. Thanks.